Go ahead. Dr. Olu, please go ahead. Daniel, over to you. Do the intro again. Mr. Olalekan, please go ahead.
All right, so welcome once again.
Okay, can you all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Series for the past weeks, we've been
We've lost your audio, Doc.
Please go ahead.
Okay, all right. So good afternoon once again, and I want to welcome you to the 4th week. It's not been easy, being consistent, and then you are always here to learn, and that's a motivation, for us to keep doing what we're doing. And this is not something that people out there will normally kind of be consistent like this, and I must congratulate all of you and commend you for staying this thus far. So we started this training week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, and a lot of us have been doing different things, showing up, creating gems, creating opal, leveraging Claude, using ChatGPT to do one thing or the other, all towards our businesses, our entrepreneurship journey, to be able to see how to kind of leverage this thing to be able to do more, right? So today we want to still go ahead and focus more on branding today. We've looked at how to use AI for your research, how to use AI to draft your content, how to use AI to, do a whole lot of other things, create like Opal, create like sort of OE agents, connect to your connectors and all that. But today we want to do more of visual stuff. How do you use it for branding? You want to create your logo, you want to create your flyer. Some of you already have a business. Some of you have a product you are selling from your WhatsApp status, maybe cake, maybe clothes, shoes, skincare, photography, or even you provide a service. And some of you only have an idea right now, so there is no problem. There is not a problem at all. Having a good product is not enough when you're talking about business. People need to see it, recognize it, and of course, trust it. And that is where branding comes in. For many small businesses, this used to mean finding different people for different jobs. Someone to design your logo, someone to create your flyer, someone to make your Instagram post, someone to prepare your letterheads, your invoice, or your product adverts. And every one of those things costs money. And that is what is. It costs money. But let us show you what it could be. You have an idea for a business this morning. You open ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini and you describe the business. Together you find a name, you define the audience, the colors, and how you want people to feel when they see your brand. Then you create your first logo concept. Then you take the same brand identity and create a flyer, then an Instagram post, then a customer testimonial graphic, then a letterhead, and then an invoice. Suddenly that business idea in your head has an identity people can actually see. And you did not need to become a graphic designer first. That is what I want us to do today. Not talk about AI for just 2 hours. We are going to build. And I will show you how you can use tools like your ChatGPT or Claude to design through your brand. and create the instructions that turns your ideas into professional visual assets. But there is something more important I want you to learn. You know, AI does not automatically know what a good brand looks like. So if you simply type, you know, create a flyer for my cake, you will get something. So we don't want you to just get anything at all. We want you to still be the one to make the decision. AI will give you the capability, you provide the direction. So by the end of today's session, I don't just want you to know that ChatGPT or Claude can help with branding. I want you to live with something, a logo concept, your flyer, your Instagram post, your product idea, something you can look at and say, I created this for my business today. Because for a young entrepreneur, AI is not interesting because it can generate images. It is interesting because the distance between having an idea and making that idea visible to the world just became much shorter. So guys, it's time for us to build, and I'll just run you through the slides in a quick flash, and then we get our hands dirty and kind of build something for our business, right? So there are a lot of things, like I said earlier on, that you can build, you know, from your, even the brand name. You don't have an idea of a brand name. Maybe you just have something, but you can leverage AI to help you fine tune it and come up with a name. Maybe it's a logo. Maybe it's a letterhead. Maybe it's a flyer. Somebody should just check the microphone and mute your microphone. Maybe it's a flyer. Maybe it's an Instagram post that you need to, you know, constantly post on your social media, and you want it to be, you know, communicate the right message. You want people to see it and just stop and say, what is this? What's this brand all about? And then you go all out and say, this is me. Or maybe you don't even have a product. It can even be like a service that you render. There was a time a brand in I think in Qatar reached out and they said, oh, they would love to create, you know, Instagram post for their products. And, you know, they said I should just send in like a portfolio for them to see. But I didn't do that. I went to their website. I went to their Instagram page. I looked at what they are doing currently at the moment. Then I came up with about 4 of different Instagram posts for them using their existing products. And then I turned the entire pitching into, you know, just see what I can do, you know, show you these, come up with the concept for their Instagram page. I had to do that leveraging AI. I was able to do it all under, you know, 1 hour, and then sent it, and they were like, oh, this person knows our brand. It knows what we are communicating. It knows what we are doing, you know. So this is what we want you to be able to do, whether for your own personal businesses or you want to start providing AI services like your, you know, visuals and all those things to people. Right. So all these, we will see prompts that can help us generate it today. A lot of people are using AI to create, you know, designs today, and some of them will probably just look the same. Maybe they just type a generic prompt and then it gives them something. We know right now, because we've been on this journey for a while now, that our prompt should have certain elements before we can actually get something, you know, personalized. But the prompting techniques for texts is a bit different from that of visuals, in the sense that you are creating designs, you are creating visuals. You want to put on the hat of a graphic designer. When we come back from the 1 week break, later on we will do that of video, right? If you're doing video, you put on the hat of a video director, a video producer, a cinematography, a sound engineer, you know, all the different people that kind of work on videos, you put on their hat. So coming back to the images now, you want to create designs. You need to take into cognizance certain features of a typical design. All those things will form part of your prompts, so that AI knows what you really want and do that obeying the frameworks of professionally looking designs. So for professional, you want to look at the color, the right color, and some other things. So this is on the screen now. We've got 7 parts design brief. You can even include more other elements, but these 7 will get you started. And what are the 7? Number 1, your brand personality. What do you want to communicate to AI? What kind of identity do you want to project as a business owner? When they see your brand logo or kind of images you're sharing, what do you want to project? You want something playful, maybe you have like a playground for children, maybe that will reflect in your brand identity. Or you've got something luxurious. Okay, I am selling Escalade, you're selling Bugatti. This is luxurious, so you don't want, there are certain things that comes with brands that says we're doing this, or it's trustworthy, bold. There is what we call brand personality. All right, so that will be captured in your prompt when you're trying to design something. Number 2 is the target audience. Who buys from you? Their age, their taste, their income. All these brands, they take all this into cognizance. If your targets, if they are kids, you are targeting their parents or the kids themselves, there are certain things you will consider. If you are targeting the youth that stays in urban area, there is something that goes with that. If you're targeting the youth from a remote area or retiree and all that, that will also help when you are, telling AI to help you design. Number 3 is color. Don't let AI pick the color for you, right? This is you. You have your preference for your color, maybe based on what you're doing. But at the same time, you can still prompt AI and then go back and forth and say, oh, this is what I'm doing. What are the colors that, businesses around this area normally use? And then you narrow it down, and then say, okay, I'm doing 2 colors or I'm doing just 1 color. So your color too should be part of your prompt. You want to tell AI and say, this design, make sure you adhere strictly to this color, or the logo that I'm trying to create should be, blue and white, or should be green and yellow, or should be something. Number 4, typography. Okay, in the sense that, what font style do you want? What kind of font style? You've got modern sans serif, you've got handwritten, you want to mention the typography too, the style, your fonts, kind of your handwriting in codes in the layman language. Number 5 is the composition too. The layout, the focal point, the balance, the negative space. It is when you consider all this that you will be able to say, this is exactly what I want from you. Don't just go all out and just design something, based on the fact that that's what you want. Number 6, the mood, the feeling. You want it warm, you want it clean, you want it energetic, you want it calm. That also will form part of your prompt. And the 7th, we saw that in the previous, prompt formula, constraints. Where it will be used, what to avoid. You also want to mention it. I don't want this in my own brand. Don't have this in my brand. Don't have this. If you put all this together, then the AI will be able to say, you know what, I know what you're looking for. I will obey all these elements that you must have added into the prompt, so that when I start creating your prompt, I'm going to do just what you want. So I mentioned color earlier. Color speaks different languages too. You pick your color on purpose. Like I said earlier on, don't let AI do the guessing for you. So color psychology, blue, oftentimes you see it as, exuding trust, calm, professional. Green, you're looking at growth, health, nature. Red, energy, urgency, appetite. Amber, warmth, optimism, value. And purple, luxurious, creativity, premium. So you want to look at the color, combine the color that suits your purpose. Same with the typography styles too. One that says modern, clean, classic, loud. You will decide the color the typography, some of all these things that you will be able to put together and say, this is what I want. So now the brand name, some of the things you can create, starting with the brand name, which is the foundation. If you already have your brand name, that's fine. If you don't have a brand name and you're still thinking, I'm starting afresh, I need a brand name. I want a name for my product. I want a name for my company. I want a name for the service I provide. I want a name for something else. You can also leverage AI to help you fine-tune the ideas you have here. Remember, you have your idea. AI just wants to help you, flesh it up and then, guide you here and there till you arrive at your preferred, choice. So you can say, oh, you are a brand strategist. Remember the rule now. Suggest 20 ideas for a business in Nigeria, targeting these people, and the brand personality is this. You want to use the prompting technique we discussed in week 1 for it to help you come up with a name. You want to give it enough context so that it's able to go back and forth and help you with the name. And once you are able to generate a name, you can stress test the name, meaning you want to check if the name is still available for use. By the time you go back to ChatGPT and Claude or Gemini, you can tell it to help you check the availability of a domain name for your product. You want it to help you check whether businesses are not already using your brand name so that you don't even waste your time. You want to check if there are trademark conflicts. You want to check if it's something that everybody here and there can easily pronounce, okay, and something memorable, something that people will just call the name and then they'll be like, oh, you are out there. Not the name that everybody will be struggling to even pronounce or just to, remember at the end of the day. So AI can help you do this stress test, check the availability online. If there are domains that are existing, then you just bother to say, oh, maybe you keep going, you look for another name, brand name. And we are still going to, do hands-on on all this too. Remember, we're just kind of going over everything. The second thing we are still going to design when we get to the hands-on part will be your company's logo. After you've decided on the name, now I have a name. Okay, this is the name I want to go with. I need my logo. Don't just say generate logo for the name. No, you want to infuse all the things that I mentioned earlier. You want it to talk about the styling, the color, the typography, rather. If you want certain icons or symbols to be embedded there, the negative space, how do you want it to use the negative space? Do you want plain background? Do you want, and then it must scale. Oh, please get your mic. Please, as you're joining, just stay muted. All right, thank you. So you want to take note of all these so that when your logo comes back, it looks like just what you want. Look at the prompt that I put here. I said, design a minimalistic wordmark logo for a bakery called Golden Crumb. You want warm amber, the color now, and cream colors for appetite and comfort. Rounded, the shape that I want for the image. Friendly sans serif type, that is the typography. Include a small width icon, the icon I want in there. Clean, plain background. The background should be plain, should not have any form of design, and then must stay clear when printed small. That's an example of a prompt that we can now drop in ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, and then we have something that we can continue to fine-tune. Remember, I said this, don't always go with the first. So don't just say, oh, because it has designed something, except you are 100% cool with what you've gotten from the platform. If it's not your preferred design, just tell it, adjust this part and include this, this element, so that you know that, oh, this is what you want. And yeah. All right, and this is what you want. So this is the second thing we will still generate going forward. a logo, right? So after you have your logo, you can still use AI to generate letterhead. Remember, our businesses, we want to be strategically positioned so that when you are sending something to your clients, your customer, they know that no, you've got the basics covered. And then you can begin to think about, oh, how can I take it to the next level? You know, this training is really apt. I was attending a program at the Access Bank headquarters, I think a few weeks ago, to talk about how they can prompt and do stuff like this. But it wasn't about my session really. And the deputy, I don't know, president of the World Trade Center, Lagos, was there, and he was exposing the SMEs that were there to how they can position their businesses for international trade, how they can be, you know, shipping their products to countries like the US, you know, to open their market to a new market entirely. You know, people that will be ready to buy their product, whether it's their ori or you're from here, or whether it's their shoe or something directly from here. Before you can get to that level, before anybody out there will be able to trust you and be able to see that you're serious, all these things must be on ground: your letterhead, your logo, your, you know, your invoicing documents, and some other things. That's why I keep going back to the American spaces, that this idea is entirely apt and is timely for our people out there. So the third thing you can generate, like I said earlier on, is the letterhead. You know, you want to add the rules of a typical letterhead there. You should have the logo, your logo somewhere, whether you want it on the left or on the right, at the center. You want a line where they put the date or your letterhead number, and you have the big space where the content goes. And of course, you have the address, you have your margin. You want to introduce all these in your prompts before you send it to AI. And once you're able to get your letterhead right the first time, you don't need to regenerate every now and then. It's the same thing that you can be using, except when you want to just give everything a facelift and you move on from there. All right. You can as well use AI too for your flyers. You want to promote your business, or there is one holiday, you want to push your business out there during that holiday to greet people, or there is a festival out there and you still want to create a flyer around that, still promoting your business. Or every first day of every month, you still want to create something for your business and post it on your WhatsApp status or your Instagram status. What you want to do as a business person is you want people to know you exist, and then to know what you stand for. You know, you want to be there on their WhatsApp status, on their Facebook feeds, on their Instagram feeds, on their TikTok feeds. You want to put your, as they say in the local parlance, you want to carry your business for head, for people to know what you're doing. So leveraging AI will help you, you know, be able to achieve this. Your flyer has a different focal points or print focus to that of Instagram. You know, your flyer, you want it to, you know, one message only, one clear focal point. You know, the call to action, what do they want them to do? Not just showcase your business. Do you want them to contact your WhatsApp number? Do you want them to buy now? Do you want them to place order? Is there a promo going on that you want them to act on? All these elements will be in your flyer. Or your Instagram posts. We know the Instagram post size is about 1.1 the square. You want one bold first impression, little text, big visuals, same color, same brand, same message. So you can leverage AI to do all this, and we're going to demonstrate all this, right? So you can as well apply, like I said, all these, you know, 7-part brief to everything that you will be kind of designing going forward. So that is where we are going to start. For this class, I will be using ChatGPT for the designs. If you prefer to use Gemini, it's cool. The prompting techniques works across board. So you can use Gemini, you can use any other image generator that you prefer to use, Meta, you know, Grok and all that. But I will be using ChatGPT. After we're done using ChatGPT, I will still also show you how to use Claude Design. to do all this and create like a brand guide for your business all at once. So Claude has what we call Claude Design now that you can use to create a brand guide so that anything you want to create is stays within your brand guideline. If you are generating new thing entirely, it applies it where it's supposed to be. So we will also look at that after running through every other thing. So as I jump into the hands-on part now, these are things that we will do together in the class. The name for our business, the logo we're going to design, and we are also going to create a flyer and Instagram post. We are also going to do, invoice, letterhead. With enough time, we'll be able to show you how to do all those things. And I will definitely share my prompts with you so that you can fine-tune the prompts, for your own either names or logo or every other thing, so that together we'll be able to move together, right? So I will be moving now to the hands-on part. I will stop sharing PowerPoint and present my ChatGPT. So I will want you to also switch over to your ChatGPT or Gemini, anyone that you prefer to use. So like I said, I will be using ChatGPT for this presentation. For my own demo, I'll be using ChatGPT. So let me just pause for 1 minute and allow you launch ChatGPT, right? So this is ChatGPT, the same one you use in creating your text and some other things, right? It's still the same tool. But if you check the left here, on your ChatGPT, where we have the new chart, the library, the schedule, the plugins, you also have images. I'm seeing this here now. Okay, you also have shopping now. Maybe because I'm using paid. If you're not seeing shopping, there's no problem. So they've added shopping. They've added, so I can shop on ChatGPT here now. Type what I'm looking for. It's going to look for it anywhere and tell me where the price is the cheapest and all that. Cool. It also has new things now, sites, but that's not where we're going. So if I go to images from here, it's going to open the images, and it has templates on its own too. It has all this caricature, anime, underwater, summer list, pin collection, handwritten, interior, disco, 3D avatar, and so on. So there are templates here just to show you that you've got templates here, right? That you can just, if you choose this mini-me now, it means you want to upload one picture and you want it to generate something like this. Anyways, that's not where we're going, right? So if you open up images, you can then come in here and describe the images or the image idea that you want. You can go from here, select images, it brings you here, and you continue from there. You can as well start it from the normal charts. So this is a normal chart, right? From the normal chart, you can still click on the plus sign and locate create image. So if I choose create image, I am simply saying I want to create an image. Even if you don't choose create image, if you just type it in your text that create an image for this and this and this, it will still create it. So you know that there are different routes to the markets, as they say in Yoruba, right? But for me, I will just come here, click on the plus sign, pick the create image, and go from there. Remember, the first thing we want to do is the name, the brand name, right? We want to do the brand name. I don't know, I don't have a name at the moment, and I will use that name throughout everything that we will be doing. So this is what I want to do. I think I have a prompt here. So I want to use, where is it? Okay, I'll just, go from here that, oh, you're a brand strategist. My business idea is this, is that. This is what I want to do. So I am creating an imaginary business now. What business should I do? Okay, so let's say I want to start selling Adire inspired sneakers. So that's my business now. Adire inspired sneakers. So I want to sell sneakers, but my sneakers should not be like the regular sneakers. The cover and every other thing around the design should be Adire inspired. So let us just, I'm assuming that's my own business idea. So what do I want first? I want a name for that brand. So I want to say our prompting skill, act as a brand strategist with over 20 years experience working for brands like Coca-Cola. Let me think. The people I love their designs and all. Coca-Cola, Nike, Adidas, etc. You know, so this is the role now. Act as a brand strategist with over 20 years experience working with brands like Coca-Cola, Nike, Adidas, etc. And well familiar with brand elements and standard guides. Okay, so I decided to add that to it. Okay, I want to create, I'm starting a business. Okay, I am starting a new business of selling sneakers inspired by Adire from Nigeria. So the sneakers will have, you see, I'm adding context now. So the sneakers, just to get a name, we have Adire, you know, design over it. We have Adire design over it. It should exude, you know, luxury. It should show luxury, comfort, you know, and cultural values too. So that's kind of what I want. All right. So I want to create this. So suggest 5 names I can choose from. So I want just one word, you know, one word. I don't want like a phrase. I just want one word. All right. Then I want to ask me relevant questions that can help you give me a better response. You see, what I just added here now, it's something that we can be doing, whether it is for designs, whether it is for text, whether it is for anything at all. If you ask AI and say, ask me relevant questions that will help you, you know, to give me better outputs, you will see the AI ask you some questions just to clarify its doubts. If you do not have that, it will just go all out based on what you fed it and give you something. But by adding ask me relevant questions, it will ask you some questions that maybe the questions have not been captured in your prompt before getting something. So by the time I send this now, it's going to ask me a few questions. It's going to ask me a few questions that I can then, you know, go over, respond to before it will now generate and give me ideas. Okay, I'm closing it again. All right, look at the questions now. Who should the brand primarily attract? And remember, in my presentation, I mentioned the audience too. But in my prompt here, I did not mention the audience. But look at what ChatGPT is doing. ChatGPT is now asking me, because I said, ask me relevant question. If not, ChatGPT will just go ahead and create and give me 5 names without factoring to its own thing, the audience I want to attract. So it's asking me now, who should the brand primarily attract? Okay. Okay, I want young Nigerians, and I can come to number 5 here and just choose. So I'll probably say 1 and 2. Okay, I'll just say 1 and 2. I've responded to that question. Then it's asking me again, what brand feeling should dominate? You see, it's asking me questions that I already mentioned earlier, but I didn't capture in my prompts. So it's saying, what brand feeling should dominate? Luxury. That's what I want. Should dominate. Luxury should dominate. Then, what cultural story should name express? We are talking about name now. Should he express Yoruba heritage, direct craftsmanship, African identity, personal founder story? Let me say African identity now. All right. Right. So now that it has asked me questions needed, it came up with the 5 names. It came up with the first one. It called it Dore, Ashe. Yoruba concept associated with power, authority, and the ability to make things happen. Okay, Ara, Yoruba word with associations with wonder. Zuri, Swahili for beautiful. I love Zuri. Swahili for beautiful, easy to pronounce, internationally, and already has a luxury fashion sound. Dara, okay, Yoruba expression for Dara, with goodness, beauty, and all that. Okay, okay. If I want to come here now and say, what about 2 words? Okay, what about 2 words? Give me additional 5. Let me see. Different from the above. You see how we're going back and forth to fine-tune it. If I already have something that I want included in it, I can put it there. So it's saying Indigo Crown, Lagos Loom, Asonor. I think I'll just go for Zuri here now. So let's say I am picking Zuri. I want Zuri. Okay. So I want Zuri, but I need you to check online and check. Okay, to check online if there is any brand using the name already, and if there is Zuri.com available as a domain name. Okay. Okay, somebody's requesting for my prompt. But again, my prompt here probably has different spelling error also, but it does not matter. I'll put it in the chat, Lewis. So I'm dropping it there. Yeah, I've dropped it. Okay, so it's checking now. It's saying my assessment. Where is it? Okay, I checked. I will be cautious about using Zuri as a standalone master brand for your sneaker business. Okay, Zuri.com is not available. European aviation company developing ABBA. So the name is gone already. See now, I shouldn't just jump and say, oh, I found the name. So we are checking the name. You know, we ask it to help us check the name if it is available or not available. But right now it's telling me that the name is not available. Okay, it's saying sound and all that, but the name is not available. So what option do I have? So it's saying we could develop a distinctive 2-word name where Zuri is one element. Okay, so I'll be like, okay, let's try that. If you want, I'll research and develop 10 premium Zuri-based name. checking against fashion brands and all that. Okay, do that for, okay, I want it to now check. So let me check if the name is available or not. So it's going to check and check and check and then give me, you know, new set of names. Then I can choose from the name. So we've got names here now. Zuri Iwa, beauty and character. Zuri or no. So it's combining Swahili and Yoruba name now. If I want like English name all through, you can mention it and say just combine it with English. So let me say combine Zuri with an English word for global appeal. Okay, see, ordinary name, we're still going back and forth, just to be sure that we've got the right name that we prefer. So now I have Zuri House, I have Zuri Form, Zuri Soul, Zuri Thread, Zuri Crafted, Zuri Studio, Zuri Heritage. Okay, Zuri Heritage. Maybe that's what I want. Because of time, I will just stay there. Zuri Heritage. Heritage is the domain for it available. Okay, somebody got Indigo Heritage, which is cool. So depending on you, right? All right, so we are good to go now. I checked zuriheritage.com. I cannot find an active website. So we have our name now, Zuri Heritage. Okay, so we have a Zuri Heritage. So based on our charts so far, I made the brand identity for it written out. Add that I want color royal blue, and what color goes well with blue? Royal blue and no, I want purple. Yeah, I want purple and purple and brown as the color. Please, you can just stay muted, please. All right. So I said based on our chat, you know, we've been going back and forth, and I explained earlier. So it came up with my name now, Zuri Heritage, premium footwear, origin Nigeria, contemporary sneakers incorporating Nigeria inspired, brand territory, blah, 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 brand identity, modern luxury, brand purpose, vision. You see, it came up with all this for me. So I can go back and forth and check and check and check and say, is this what I want? If I need to change certain things there, I can change it. But all in all, we have a name now. And I love the fonts he gave me here. Custom serif word map. It's fine. So I want that. So it's already suggesting how to go ahead with my brand symbol. Create a simple proprietary symbol derived from Z, which is cool. Right. So we have the brand identity now. So I have my brand identity. I can then continue to the next thing. And look at what nice thing he did here. He gave me what he called brand architecture. So that later, if I want to expand, I've not even started my shoe now. He's already talking about expansion. I can structure Zuri Heritage as the master brand. Then Zuri Footwear, of course, will be for the sneakers, loafers, and slides. Zuri Leather, if I decide to start selling bags and accessories. Then Zuri Editions, limited releases and collaboration. You see, so this means I'm building Zuri Heritage as a fashion house from day one, even if the first commercial product is one sneaker. See how we're moving gradually. It's already suggesting that the next step should be my visual identity system, which include my logo, the symbol, and all that. And that's, again, the next thing that we want to do. I want to believe you've been able to come up with your own name too. So look for name, you can iterate, you can go back and forth till you are able to, get your preferred name, right? So you have your name, we're good to go. So the next thing now is the brand, the logo. For a typical logo, it needs to have your business name, your brand personality, the concept, the symbol, the topography, the color, and the logo system. Everything that it has given us here. Everything it has given us here is what we have here. Elijah is saying my prompts. I just told it based on our charts. Is that the one you're talking about? I'll put it there. I just said based on our charts so far, after we've gone back and forth, I'll put it there. After we've gone back and forth, based on our chart, just come up with my kind of logo. So here now, I will not say you should design the logo. I will say, you know what, using the brand identity above, and ensuring that the elements below are there. And what are the elements below? Business, brand, blah, blah, blah. Come up with a logo design concepts. I need 3. Come up with 3 logo design concepts I can choose from, and include the full prompt for each. One thing I love doing now is what we call meta prompting. Let AI give you the prompt itself. Whatever you want to do, describe it how best you can, and just tell AI, this is what I want to do. Look at my prompts. If you need to ask me questions to fine-tune my prompt, ask me, but I need you to help me fine-tune the prompt so that I can get the best, outputs. AI will help with the prompt, then you send back the prompt to get your response. So we've got 3 concepts here. Zuri heritage signature word map. Direction, quiet luxury fashion house positioning. Best for these, design logic, premium Nigerian, blah, blah, blah. Brand identity, concepts, contemporary, African luxury. The logo should not immediately scream African. I love that. Instead, the cultural influence appears through subtle custom details in the typography. So it's considering symbol, a minimalistic ZH monogram. That's fine. So this is one idea. And the prompts, look at the prompts. It gave me the prompts. So we don't need to be collecting prompts or writing prompts down here and there. What you need now is context. Give it enough context and then tell AI, based on the context, help you come up with a solid prompt. And before it comes up with a prompt, let it ask you any clarifying questions. Once you're able to provide the questions and the context, the AI will be able to come up with a prompt for you, then copy the prompt and send it back to get your response. So context is the key, being able to, contextualize your own idea, come up with it and just share it there. So I have the first one and we will do the 3. Together we'll choose one. We are building a company. So it has come up with 3 for us now. And it's even telling me that, oh, ChatGPT, you are not me, so don't tell me what to do. ChatGPT is saying concept 2, but leave me. I will test out the 3 concepts and then pick one. So I want to start with the first one here and say, I'm copying this one. Then I will come here and click the plus and choose image and paste it there. The first design it gave me, the idea. So I wanted to generate the logo. Then I will pick from the logo. At times, ChatGPT will do 2. You send it a prompt, it will give you 2, and then you look at the 2 and say, oh, this is what I want, or this is what I want. Then you can pick, any one of your choice there. So let it just come up with the first one, then we'll try the second one, the third one. Once we lock down the logo, all other things will be easier. You know, we will just say, use this logo for our Instagram, use this for our flyer and all that. So the first one should come up now. Cool. Look at it. It came up with this idea for me now. Zuri Heritage. Okay. Look at this one, Zuri Heritage. This is the third one, ZH. Okay. And look at it. So I'm already saying something here that, okay, maybe do I like this brown color now? Me, I don't know color. So can somebody suggest in the chat now a color that can complement purple very well? This brown is looking dull to me. So if there is a color that will complement purple, I want purple there, but I want a color that will complement purple very well. You have somebody that knows color there. Maybe our women, they know turkey red, chicken blue, and all that. You can suggest a color, but maybe red, light brown, red and purple, pink and purple.
Gold.
Gold. Okay. Gold. Okay. Let's do purple and gold color. Let's do purple and gold. Yeah, let's do purple and gold. That brown is looking somehow. It's too dull. So let's see purple and gold. Now that's true. Olabode, that's true. We can ask ChatGPT too and say, what color can we use together with purple? So that's true. Yeah, that's true. But for me, I think I'll trust our women more than ChatGPT. They sabi color. You know, when you go to Owambe, you see colors and you'll be like, which one be this again? Okay. I'm saying purple. Okay, purple and gold. Okay, look at this first one now. This number one is fine too. It's something that I can go with, or number two, so that the ZH could be used at times when you just need something small, and the full one will be used when you want the entire thing. And number four here too is fine. If you want this, you can use this at times, or this at times, or this at times. I think I'll just say, let's go with number two for now. Let's go with number two. Number two is fine. So let's do number two there. Or is the entire thing. This one is even the entire thing. So let's go with number two. Don't forget, we are still trying out just one. No, just one. And it gave us 3 ideas. This is just one idea. So I will still go back up and test out idea 2. Maybe I should just do idea 2 only because of time, and I'll repeat idea 3. Let me do idea 2. I'll copy idea 2 after it's done with this. I think Mata Sabi color well, yellow, beige, gold. Wow. Okay, so like I said, it's still the same idea 1. So let me check the other one. Let me see if the color, I can change the color. Okay. So brown, gold as secondary color, right? Gold as secondary color. All right, let's see the second idea. After locking down the logo, you know, I can now tell it to give me the logo one by one so that I can download it and keep. So when I need to use this, I can use this. When I need to use this, I can use this. When I need to use this, I can use this. But all here is the same concept. That's what it is. It's the same concept. It's just, they're just playing around with the color positioning and all that, but it's the same one concept. So let's see concept 2. Concept 2. So which one would you prefer, 1 or 2 now? Is it this one with this ZZZ that I don't even know what the logo means, or the first one, or this one? For me, I think I would just go with this number 1. Yeah, I think I'll go with number one too. I think I'll go with number one too. The first one is better. So lock this as the chosen concepts. So I am pasting this there. So I'm telling it to log this as chosen concepts. Then we can move on. So I'm telling it, log this down as the chosen concept. Because of time, Richard, I don't want to do 3 now. We still need to do other things. If we have time, of course, we'll come back and still check it. But because of our time, this is just logo. We're still going to do the product image itself. You know, I've not designed my product image. I haven't designed my sneakers that I want to sell. And the whole thing is, I can tell ChatGPT to help me. Yes, I just typed, I said, I just said, log down this chosen one. I copied the image and downloaded it there. So that's just it. Nothing so serious there, right? So I said, okay, that's just that. So let's move on. The second thing we want to do is the product image itself. What is the product image that I want to create? Or I already have my product. If you already have your product and you want to position your product, you want to position your product in an image. No, it is there on the free plan. You can create images on the free plan too. Just that you may not be able to create a lot of images before you run out of usage, and you can continue, you know, after a period of time. So for product image, let's say you already have your product. You have your product physically present in front of you. You can take the picture and then make sure all these elements are present, and I've shared it in the chat. The product, the customer that will use it, the use case. This time around, I want my product in one image or something. I don't just want it to appear alone. Maybe I want it to appear in an environment. I want my sneakers to be positioned on a pitch, or I want my sneakers on a table, or I want my sneakers on a rug or somewhere, you know, on a shelf. So you want to say the use case, the setting, the composition, the lighting, the background, and the brand styling. So maybe I already have my image. That is the case here. If I already have my image. But if I don't have my image, in my case now, I don't have my image. I want to use ChatGPT to help me come up with like my product image. I need ideas for the product itself. Okay. Ensuring it looks luxurious. What is this? Design like tool, Adire inspired speakers. You know, normally you'll be the one to probably plan this, and make the design. But I want ChatGPT to give me idea. So maybe I can leverage ChatGPT to help me with the idea. Then I can then go to my workshop and then begin to, you know, come up with the idea that I really want to push. Okay, so it's creating it now. So let's wait for it. I hope we're all kind of looking at it. Please mute microphone. No, it's that one now. All right, submitted. Okay, see, look at what is happening here. It's already coming up with designs for me. That okay, maybe we should be doing our shoes like this. So, and it is already using the name that we selected. Can you see what's happening now? It's already using the name that we suggested. So he did the name, and then I'm seeing the design. Okay, I like this. So next time I want to do something, I can just, give it a different Adire cloth and tell it to use it to create it. Or maybe I go online here. Because I want to buy that sneakers right away now, but who is selling? Adire style. Adire style. Let me just look for Adire, just the plain Adire. I can upload the Adire cloth there and tell it to now apply it on the shoe. So let's say I'm picking this now. Okay, so I copy that Adire. Then I can say create another sneaker using this Adire cloth. So I can paste it. So I'm giving it this design. Let it give me an idea. Then I can go back to my my what do you call them now? My shoe designer to help me bring it to life. So see, honestly, I am liking this already. And you know what it did while we are waiting for that? While we are waiting for that, it's already given my shoes, my sneakers, names too for their collection. It called this one Oriki Indigo Redeem. So this is the style for Indigo Redeem. You have the brown color here, the Adire somewhere here. There is Iwura Earth and Dye. Is showing this, it gave this a different name in terms of the color. You see how we are kind of moving one by one, and please, can we stay muted? I will be calling your name, so I'll call your name now. I'll report you to. I can't see the person who is disturbing. Please, if your mic is muted, just
please
mute
yourselves. Mute yourselves, guys.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So look at it now. Look at the Adire that I just shared now. It has adjusted, and it gave it a different name, Oriki Sun. It gave it Oriki Sun because this one is bright. Really, it's very bright. I'm not just kidding. I'm loving these sneakers. I feel like I can just get one here now and start wearing here and there. Maybe one of you will start this brand, but don't start it or else I will sue you. You need to pay for all this now. So this is something that we now have a sneaker. We have our products. The next thing is, how can we push the product? We want to push the product. Okay, Ezioma, you're saying the last step, how I generated the shoes. Okay, how I generated. No, I just told it, you mean this one. I just said I need ideas for the product itself, ensuring it looks luxurious. My spelling was even wrong, but you got it right. Okay, I think it's right. Luxurious, designed to Adire inspired sneakers. So that's what I put there, Ezioma. So I put that you should design something, and it came up with these two designs. I love the designs, but I went online, or maybe you decide to go to the market to buy Adire cloth. Now you bought Adire cloth. You can take a picture of the Adire cloth and then go back there. So I took this picture. I went back there and I said, use this design to create another sneaker. And then it came up with this particular sneaker for us, which is beautiful. So on its own, no, without me telling it, it came up with the name Oriki Sun Golden Heritage. So if I'm naming my sneakers, remember we said luxury, and we are naming our sneakers. So we are not just pushing sneakers, we are naming them Oriki Golden Heritage now. So we have this, blah, blah, blah. We have our product now. So we have our products. We started from the name, now we have the products. So the next thing is, I want an Instagram post, or no, before Instagram post, I want a product image. I want to showcase my product somewhere. I want to showcase my product you know, I want it probably being worn by a model, or being used to run on the pitch, or somebody at an event, wearing my sneakers. Somebody is still disturbing us. Abba, mute yourself, please. So right, so I still want to create my picture and oh, okay. All right. So I was saying that we want like a fashion product photography for our business too. So for a product photo, I already shared what should be in there in the chat. So what you can be doing will be, oh, I need a prompt to do this, but make sure it captures whatever I've been sharing in the chat. So I will reshare this for a product image picture. You should have these elements that I just shared in the chat. And I'll put the elements here too. The product itself, the customer, the use case, the setting, the composition, the lighting, the background, the brand styling. So your prompt should capture this for a typical product image, meaning you want to announce your product out there. You want to showcase your product, although it has created something like that for me here. But maybe I want somebody to use the product. I want a model. I want an artist. I want an athlete. I want, we said we are targeting, youth, professional youth to use my product. So I can come here and say, use the Oriki Sun, because he gave it name, right? Use the Oriki Sun. Yes, you can call him up. Of course, you can call him up. So it's a use the Oriki Sun and include the element. Who is this? Okay. Please, let's stay muted. Our time has really gone though. So use the Oriki Sun, that's the sneaker I want to use. If you have your product on your system, you will attach it, okay? You will attach the image and tell it to use it. Or better still, let me just say, let me pretend as if I'm adding it. Let me download. So I'm downloading this so that we pretend as if we have the product already. So if you have your product sitting in your room or in your shop, we can come to the plus sign and add it as a photo. So I can add that design. This is it. So I'm adding it. So I say include the elements below and come up with a prompt to create a fashion photograph to promote or announce to showcase the sneakers. Use a classy female and male model, wearing the sneakers in a luxury office, in Nigeria, maybe something like that. Then I want to send it. I need the prompt first. I want it to come up with it. Oh.
So sorry.
So I don't want it to do it yet. I want the prompt first. So let me add it there. Give me the prompt first. Give me the prompt first. So I want it to give me the prompt first. Let me evaluate the prompt. If I need to add to it, I'll add to it and then generate it. All right. This thing it just went ahead. Like, please mute now. Up. So look at it. It didn't even wait for, it didn't even give me the prompt. It has gone ahead to generate it. And I tell you, I'm loving this. So look at it now. Look at the image, the male and the female. Even use my logo on the wall here. Look at the logo on the wall. Look at the sneakers. We said professionals, using it. It gave me the picture, gave me their legs too, for me to see their legs. And it added the website. Can you see? It added the website there, or yeah, so sorry about that. I think the network just kicked me out here, but now live, we're back. So I'm sorry about that. So yeah, kind of in Lagos right now, right? So okay, all right, cool. Let's continue. So I said I don't want. Where are you? I said I don't want.
No. Let me check.
Hello, please mute your mic. The guy's talking. Please mute your mic. So I'm just saying, okay, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. But again, what I put there, I'll also share like a document that has all these things that I'm talking about. I'll share it with you. All the things I'm talking about. I have like a document. I'll share it at the end of the class. It has sample of all these prompts. I'll share it once I'm done. So let me go to the last thing we were doing before. Okay, where is it now? Oh. All right. So he gave me the prompt here. Create a fashion photograph or blah, 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 attach. Okay. So he gave me the prompt prompt that was used to create what we did earlier. So if you've hitten the limits and you want to continue, then you spend to ChatGPT, or you just kind of hold on. After a while, you come back, you'll be able to continue. But you can, continue to follow the class, and then you can try that later when your usage limit has been resetted. So I'm putting the prompt generated with what I just shared in the chat is what I want to put here. I think rule, do not add additional text. So it gave me the what's it called, the prompt that I'm using now. One thing again that we can also now do will be, we can tell ChatGPT or Gemini, once we are able to get a model that we like. I'm talking about the personalities. We have two guys in my previous image now. It's going to have two people here, male and female. You can tell it save the images of those guys. So anytime you want to create additional images, you can tell ChatGPT or Gemini to stick with those two people so that it appears as if you've enlisted a model, that you are paying a particular model to sell your product. But if you also want to be changing the model, that's fine. But if you want it to continue using the same faces, you can tell it to do that. And I think that's exactly what ChatGPT is doing here without me telling. If go back to the last image and this is still the same faces I'm seeing here, and look at it here. They are using my shoes and stickers. So I already have these that I can, post out there and say, you know what, this is what we are selling on my Instagram or my Facebook. I'm showing this to people to see that, wow, you can buy from us. And we've got people using this, and this is really cool. Okay, so this is the product to showcase my product. If you want an Instagram post, maybe we want to create an Instagram post to sell this now. I'm sharing something in the chat. And again, everything I've been sharing in the chat, I will share it all at once after the class. I will share everything all at once after the class. If you are doing Instagram image should have what? Campaign goal, the product. If there is any offer, maybe I'm saying we are launching next week. So if you place orders now, you are going to enjoy 10%. The headline that you want to put there, if you are saying, oh, our Oriki son is out now or something, oh, our sneakers will be on sale from tomorrow, then visual hierarchy, which one do you want people to see first when they see your image on your Instagram? Okay, what do you want them to see first on your Instagram when they open it? Is there going to be a CTA, which is what? Call to action. What call to action do you want them to see? Oh, place your order now. Oh, visit our website now. Oh, call this number now. And then the brand styling. And of course, Instagram works best with your one-to-one size. So of course, I can say, give me a prompt that captures all these elements. See what I'm doing? I'm doing meta prompting all day now, all these elements. But I want to also give it enough info. We are launching in 1 week. People should visit the website and book for any of the 3 sneakers we have. Okay, they get 10% before the launching dates. Okay, you see that I added what I want there. Then I'm posting now. So all the elements that should be there. It is not just create image. It's different. Instagram message is different. Facebook message can be the same as Instagram. Your product announcement image is different and all that. Look at what ChatGPT is doing now. Meta prompting helps. Yes, Samuel, you want to use hooks? Yes, if you want it to have like one nice street hook on the design, that's fine too. I think I like that idea. So I want to say add one Niger street vibe line, short sentence, short catchy sentence to it. So update the prompt. So I just want it to somewhere there, Niger street with a go out, something, it should include it there. So I asked it to update the prompt. So it's going to kind of update the prompt. Then I will send it back for it to do it. If you have to write your prompt now, there's no way I will sit down and write this prompt myself now. You know, I'm not going to do this myself, but it is helping me to do it. Oriyomi, we said after the short break, we still have week 5, 6, 7, 8. We will still do video. Today is pictures. When we come back from the 1 week break, we will be able to do this. Okay. So I'm sending this now for it to create it, and then we will be able to see the image. And if you don't like the image, tell it the elements that you don't want there. Tell it something that you want it to change, and then it will be able to, you know, change that, and you can move on. So let's just finish that. Look at it now. Look at the Instagram. You see, 1 week to Zuri. Our first 3 Adire inspired sneakers are almost here. Sharp pair, no they wait. So I like yours too. Adedamola that says, make you know here, say you miss them. It hits. But look at this one too. Sharp pair, no they wait. So come get your own now. So we're having pre-launch offer, 10%. Reserve your pair before launch. Then reserve your pair. Visit, we'll put the website there. Pre-launch reservations now open. With this, we have something that we can post. And all the 3 pictures are well posted. I mean, the 3 sneakers are well positioned, looking to see it's maintaining our font size style, it's maintaining our sneakers, it's maintaining all this. So this is for Instagram. And I can as well post this on Facebook too, right? I can post this on Facebook. Yeah. We can also do poster or flyer. Poster or flyer, maybe to provide more information. If there is an event, if there is something, and we want to still create it. Let's say, oh, welcome to August. Come and buy all these things from us. Or, you know, we are opening a new shop somewhere. You can still create flyer or flyer or poster. Look at ChatGPT. It's even saying, would you like the next version to use your actual website or add a luxury 7 days countdown treatment? You see, if I just say yes now, it will go ahead and create something. So we don't really have that excuse whatsoever to, you know, push our products, carry it on top of our head, and do all these things, you know, with grace. I'll just put zuriheritage.com if that's my image. Yes. Okay, to answer your question, Daramola, I can say generate the image in 8K or in 4K. Then it will come out bolder. And then when you now print it out, it stays. When you stretch it out, it stays. You can add that to it. Thank you so much for that question. So you can also add to your prompt and say, generate the image in 4K, generate the image in 8K. Make sure I'm able to use it for this, for billboard, for a giant billboard of this size, so that it knows that this is where you actually want to use the design. That's good. Thank you, Ramola. So it's going to generate another one now, and then we'll generate the flyer kind of poster that we can as well use. God bless you too. So it's coming up. Did your question from another level be that one? Oh. How can I use AI to automate extracting data reports from work email into Excel? You said work email. So I would not recommend that you start using all this publicly available AI for your work email. So you rather go what we call enterprise AI. So it's something that your company will be the one to sign up for. If they are using Copilot, M365, Microsoft 365 Copilot in your office, or they are using Enterprise Cloud or Enterprise ChatGPT, it has to be enterprise. So I would not recommend you use your personal email. So if you are using any of those enterprise, you can easily create agents. For example, on Microsoft 365, create agents on Copilot that can extract it from you. So you can do that literally. Yeah, you can do that. But that we won't be able to go into full detail today. But sir, will most of these features be available? Like I said, they are there on the free plan. It's just that you won't be able to, do a lot of images at a time, right? So look at the latest one. It added 7 days to launch, okay? And then, okay, almost the same thing. And it added the website. See, it added the website, and this is good. It added the website. So that's that for the Instagram. So I said flyer and poster too. For flyer and poster, poster could be on anything, could be a reason why you're doing that. So it has to include the objective, the headline, the offer or the event, the supporting information, the imagery, the call to action, contact details, and hierarchy. So I will do the same, come up with a prompt, including all below. Then I want to say we are sponsoring, marathon events in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so we are supporting marathon event Lagos in Nigeria. We want people to get our sneakers to participate in the marathon. Okay, so that's something that I want. Okay, I can give it more information. Let it be something that shows people running, but without me saying it should show people running. I'm guessing it should think that, oh, it must include people that are running. And Omalade, all the recordings are on YouTube. Just look for American Spaces. Yes, on YouTube. You see all the videos there. So it has given me the prompt now. I can send back the prompt and let's see the people running. So let's say the people that are running, it's going to create that. So gradually we are creating. I don't understand. It is a fancy sneaker which is not compatible with marathon. Now you sabi that one, no? Now you sabi that one, no? Generates the image. It's not far. It can still do marathon now. You don't know the technology we put in. We are going to put serious technology there. So let me choose image. Yeah. Thank you, Adedayo. Thank you. So don't worry, people. By the time I launch my sneakers, all of you will buy the sneakers. That's what you do. You buy like one dozen of sneakers, and then so yeah, I'm asking it to now generate the image. I want to see it. So what's happening? Continue now. Generate now. Don't get tired, ChatGPT. Don't even dare. Okay, create a high impact campaign poster. Okay, generate it now. Don't delay us. Yeah, show that. Okay, it's generating it now. So for Laurenshaw, we've said that everything is recorded. It's free. You can always get it on YouTube. On YouTube, everything is there. Oh, I have a distributor already. Darabola, thank you. I have a distributor already. Okay, that's good. So maybe we should even do this. So if we have distributors across all the 36 states, including FCT, that's cool money. So we've got people from all over on the call now. Yeah. So it's generating that idea for the we have a model too. Model that will not collect money. All right, cool. Okay. After this, we'll do letterhead and then invoice. And we'll also do catalog. Yes. Letterhead, invoice, catalog, and then testimonial. Okay, testimonial. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So we have sneakers seller already. Riobi. Okay. Oh, look at this now. Look at this. It's using our Lekki Bridge here. So Lagos, let's move. Run the city where the culture. Abba, it is already, giving us that vibe. Run the city where the culture. Now Lagos, show up correct. I love all these street words. Run the city where the culture. Now Lagos, show up correct. Proud sponsor of marathon event name. Get your Zuri Heritage Pair to race for race week. Marathon special. So we're saying, we'll put our handles and handles and handles there. And then you've got the 3 sneakers and you've got people running. You see that it is maintaining our color identity. Purple and gold and light brown. That's what it's maintaining as we move on. Is maintaining, even in this marathon, all the designs. Look at the designs here. It's showing our logo, like a typical, marathon or football pitch. Is showing the logo and our color. Even the other athletes, they are still wearing our logo, our color, and everything don't set. Okay, so that's another thing we're doing. So let's do our letterhead now. Let's do our letterhead, and say, for a professional letterhead, what should be there? You see that it's not really about the prompt. It's about knowing what should be in the prompt, and then share your own kind of context and let AI even help you with the meta prompting, with the prompts in itself. So this is what I would do. What are the elements that should be in a typical business letterhead, in a business letterhead like mine, Zuri Heritage? So I want you to list it out first. Tell me what should be there. Once it is there, then I will now provide it. Then I will now ask it to give me the prompt. Then I will send back the prompt. So it's saying, yes, the logo should be there. Our website should be there. Our email should be there. So I'll put the email here. We want it as hello, Zuri, ZuriHeritage.com. So I'll put the WhatsApp. I'll just say, how do they normally write those things like this? 080 Zuri 12124. I'll just put something like that. Then social media, Instagram is at Zuri Heritage. What else? Zuri Heritage. And the same for Same for all socials. Okay. So what should be CAC, RC 2000? What else to be there? Brand color. Okay. Phone number. What else? Yes. We don't even have a tagline yet. I think we have a tagline. Show up correct or something. No. The tagline should be the first thing. I think the tagline. I think there's one tagline I like that. Okay, sharp here, no the wait. Okay. Let me just say, okay. I've submitted all this. So I've submitted all this. If there are still other things, you should not mind me. Let's just go ahead and create it. Okay, so you say with all this, I will structure it like this. So it has given me a structure. The only missing element is the registered business address. Okay, number 2, Zuri Close. Zuri Close, Eco Atlantic, Lagos, Nigeria. That's where our head office is. So, now give me the prompts. How can we hold all these prompts, boss? Yes, you notice that I've been doing meta prompting today. Not that I am writing any serious prompt. Like I said, I've been saying, share your context, tell it to even tell you what should be there. And once you're done, you should be the one to even come up with a prompt for you. So I am just leading it and it's responding to me. Look at the prompt now. As long as this is, I don't need to be the one to kind of write all this myself. So prompting, meta prompting is cool. So now I'm sending it in. I want it to generate the letterhead for us so that we can have the letterhead. And once we log down the letterhead, we'll be using it going forward. In fact, you can tell it to convert the letterhead to a PDF right from here. Let it produce it in PDF, and then you can be using. Let it produce a Word document. You can tell it to come up with the letterhead in any form or in any shape of your choice. So it's coming up with the letterhead. I'm looking at the time. So which one should I do next? Letterhead is here. Okay, quickly we'll do the invoice and then catalog, testimonial. Let's see if we have time. And I think this is good. This is good. I can go ahead and use this. Look at the letterhead. Cool. Zuri Heritage. Simple, because we said premium, luxury, simple, no story. And then at the bottom, I have the website, I have the email, I have the WhatsApp, I have the Instagram, we have the CAC, we have the address. The only thing missing here will be our tagline, if I want the tagline to be there. Sharp pair, know the weight, or something else. But for me, this is good. This letterhead is super good than what some modern graphic designer will probably design for you. You know, this is good. So we can log that down. So I can tell you that the next is our invoice, our invoice. Okay. What else should be on the invoice, so that we want it to tell us. So Albert, I'm repeating the same now. I am just asking it, what should be on it? I want it to tell me what should be on it. Then I will supply any missing thing there. Then I will tell you to give me the prompt to get this done. So it's telling me that, okay, invoice date, customer, all those things should be there. And then what is missing? Payment details. I think the payment detail is what is missing there. just tell me what do I need to supply, like bank details before you generate. So I'm asking it, I am literally asking it to kind of guide me. So I'm not the one doing all these things. I'm just guiding it. Okay. Bank name. My bank name is Bank of Nigeria. Bank of Nigeria. Zuri Heritage. Account number 100001001. Currency, of course, Naira. VAT status, VAT is 7.5. So that it will be, if you take that into consideration. Payment on order, yes. Payment on order, new. We know they do on delivery for now. Payment on order, 7 days delivery. Okay. Return exchange policy, I can skip that. Then optional, I can skip all those. Okay, now write the prompt, because I've given in all the other things that I have there. So no, yeah, Naomi, what you wrote is exactly what I just put there. I just said lock down this image as the logo, so that I'm simply telling ChatGPT, store this in your memory. So you can use another word, not necessarily lockdown. Okay, keep this as the one I've selected, or basically download it. Download the logo you've selected, or download the models it has generated that you can be reusing. When you download it, anytime you want to use them, attach them and then add your prompts. But me saying lock it down or store this as my preferred, I'm simply saying commit it to your memory. I'm telling ChatGPT to commit it to its memory. That's what it means. So now I want to copy this and send it. It has helped me with a prompt, with a long prompt, then it will generate it. Yes, Albert, I'm telling it, okay, I want to create an Instagram image. What are the elements that should be in the Instagram image? If I know some of the elements that should be there, I would say make sure all these are also included. So it will give me a list of the elements. Then I would say, give me a prompt that will capture all these elements, plus what I'm sharing with you. Share your own as much as possible with it and let it come up with a prompt for you. So that's what we've been doing more today, meta prompting. Just have the AI come up with a prompt in itself for us. Okay, so it's coming up with something. Right, so this is the invoice. Right, look at the invoice here for us. If you don't want the invoice to be this busy, you can tell it, oh, now, okay, look at the invoice, the address, the invoice date, which of course should be there, bill to, deliver to, and you have where you'll be listing what the person is buying. And then you have your bank details, your delivery, and your payment notes. You have everything in here. And you also have, of course, our address is keeping our address and all other things. This invoice too is luxurious. So we've done that of our invoice, so which is cool. So just 2 more things. I think we are fine. 2 more things. Yeah, if you're on the free plan, you just you need to come out. So I want Albert, follow what I'm doing now too now and others. I want a customer testimonial image. Okay, what should be included? You see that I'm the one asking it now. What should be included? The reason why I am not writing a lot of things before it's able to understand what I'm saying is I'm using the same thread. See that I'm using the same thread where we have the name, the logo, and every other thing. So it's easy for you to go through that and still say, this is what you are doing. I still have an idea of what you're doing. So now it's saying the blah, blah, blah. This is what is there. The address detail is what caught my attention. But the comfort surprised me. I wore them all day and kept getting compliments. Okay? So then I can say, go ahead and give me the prompt. I can tell you to give me the prompt or generate it. But the reason why I always love to ask you to give me the prompt is I can go through the prompt myself. Although in this class, I've just been copying and using directly. But if I'm to do this for a client or I'm doing this on something really solid, I will go through the prompt myself and add it to it or remove something that I don't want there. But in this case, I'm assuming that he's doing it right. So I've asked it to come up with the customer, what's it called? Customer testimonial. So it's asking me to do something that I should, okay, it's asking me which of the sneakers. Okay, the testimonial is for Oriki shoe, Oriki sneakers. Okay, so let it just go right there and kind of fetch Oriki sneakers so that will be included in the testimonial graphic. Maybe the person will probably sit down somewhere and wear it, or I can tell it the idea that I want. You know what? I can go ahead and say, it should show the person wearing nice corporate wears on the sneaker or just something. You can give it an idea of what you want. It's not compulsory. The AI will be the one to lead you. You should be the one leading. You should be the one to feed it with everything that you want and let it go ahead and come up with it. So we're almost done now. I really believe everything we're showing, we can use them. Yeah, I think the person actually, the person is putting it on. And this is good too. Just look at this. So you slam this on your Instagram page or your Facebook page or any of your pages too. Then you're like, yeah, I am there. I'm going there. I am almost there. See, Zuri stores. The address detail is what caught my attention, but the comfort surprised me. But mind you, it should be your own genuine testimonial. But if you are starting up, people can come up with, idea and just, I don't know. For the testimonial part, Samuel, of course, the image, if the person, it depends now. If the person you want to seek for approval from that person, should I use your image? If the person should tell you, fine, that's good. If the person is saying, no, don't use my image, of course, you won't put the person's image. But in this case, we are assuming that, oh, this mama said, no worry, you can use my image. And you look at what it did here. It deliberately zeroed in on the sneaker here, and then still put the name of the person, put the location of the person and all that. Again, if the person has not given you permission to use our idea, you won't use the idea. Yes, if you are on the free plan, like I said, it's not tied to any of the AIs. You can still use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, you can use any of those, AI, ideogram and all those things. So you can use them, Flourish, right? So finally, we are done. Let's say I want a catalog of our shoes. Add additional, I want it to 3 is too small. Additional 2 styles, 2 different styles to it and costs. Okay, so I'll be the one to tell it how much. Additional 2 different. No, I'm coming. Additional costs. Okay. First, ask me. Oh, okay. First, ask for any element still missing. Albert, it will not stop you from getting gigs. On Upwork, on Fiverr, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, in fact, you have companies saying, we are looking for somebody that can create AI images very well, that can create, AI videos for us. Some of them are already saying that, like the brand that I said in Qatar, they deliberately put it there. We want somebody that can use AI image to do this. Because getting models to promote your product is a long thing, right? It's not cheap. You need to pay the model. You need to put the model on retainership. You sign all those sort of agreement. But if you're using the AI model, you need to pay AI model money every month or every year. You're not sponsoring the AI model, model on vacation and all these things. So yes, it will not limit you. Some are specifically, requesting for that. Okay, so prices should be, how much should we sell our sneakers? So should be between should be between 70, we sell luxurious shoe now, 120K and 500K. Let's just give me the prompt as it is. So I don't want you to spend a lot of time. Yes, I know that people can use Gemini for this too. Yes, you can use Gemini for this too. So you can use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, you can use any of the other tools out there. It's fine. Many of them are probably on the same level now. Gemini, ChatGPT, even Grok. It's still writing this long thing, So it's still writing, and you don't do. Okay, it's done now. So I can copy this and then send it. I think that's all for, okay. Let me send this so that it start generating this. Yes, the video part, like I said, that will be after the short break. Next week we won't have a class. The session is for 8 weeks. So it's for 8 weeks, but next week we want us to rest, and then when we come back, we still have more things to do. We're still going to use Claude Design, the time has gone today, Olani. We're still going to learn how to use Claude Design to build a complete brand guide. We're still going to see how to use Claude Code or ChatGPT Codex to create application or website for our brand, that you can create a website for your brand and host it online yourself. We're still going to do how to do the AI video generation when we come back from break. So those are the other things that we're still going to do. So this is being generated. As it's being generated, let me quickly come back here because the time, we must manage time properly. For your break, somebody is still asking how much week. 4 more weeks. For your break, I want us to do this for your break. So you want to take a picture of what's on the screen, feel free to do that. You want to take a picture of what's on the screen. For your break, I want you to really look at your own business. Come up with your business brief, your concept, your customer, your offering. Come up with it. Number 2, your brand assets, your name, your logo, your social Instagram draft. Come up with it. Do a research, using notebook, LM, your pitch, your proposal, and all this. So I want you to look at what we've done so far and build a portfolio for your business leveraging all this. That's what we want you to do during the break. So you can just take a picture of this. As much as AI tools are really efficient, don't you think there are cases where companies should employ real designer? Yeah, top brands will employ designer, and the designer can still work with AI using his own domain knowledge to decide what is good and what is not good. He can better guide the AI. With all that I've done today, I tell you, a designer on the call or a designer out there will be able to do a better job, than me using AI, because the designer knows all these things that I'm asking AI to tell me. So even if AI is telling me the wrong thing, I won't know, because I'm not a designer or a graphic designer. I don't know all the frameworks out there. So yes, companies are getting designers or developers and all that, and they want them to also leverage AI to be able to do more. To be able to do more. So that won't change anything. So I want to believe we have all this on the screen already. I can still tell it to just take a snapshot of this with your phone or anything. Just take a snapshot of what I want you to do during break. And finally, Prof shared this URL earlier on. So if you haven't filled this already, it was shared at the beginning. I'm sharing it all again in the chat. And of course, you can use your phone QR code. It's the same one that Prof shared at the beginning of the session. So if you haven't filled this, please, you need to fill this. Take a QR code scanner or your regular camera, scan this to take you to the link and complete the form, or go to the chat also and fill it from there. So we need you to do that. It is super important. So let me come back here. I think it's done with my catalog. Look at my catalog here now. It gave me two options, image 1 and image 2. See, I said it should add 2 more, making 5. Image 1 and image 2. I will go with image 2. I think I like image 2. And I have my catalog here now that I can print out. So when people visit our shop, or I want to put it on our website, they can flip and see all that we've done. So it is still the same brand that we will work on when we get to the video aspect. So we're kind of working as if we're really building a real life business. We build a real life business. By the way, nobody should go and touch my Zuri sneakers, and nobody should do a direct sneakers. So we, ChatGPT and myself, we've done the trademarking on the call now. So if I see it out there, so we'll sue you. So I think we've come to the end of today's class. Continue to scan this QR code, fill up the form, and we will be able to, use it accordingly to help fine-tune whatever we'll be doing when we come back from the break. And don't forget, build your own identity. Because we are not marking your project does not mean that you should not be committed to, doing whatever we ask you to do. Thank you once again to American Spaces. This is indeed premium program for you guys that I don't want us to joke about the opportunity, and let's make a good use of it, to help ourselves better position yourself. You can start posting on social media today and say, this is what you do. You can help brands come up with their brand, package, their Instagram, whatever, and help them, leverage technology to do this. So what I promised you, I'll drop it in the chat right away now. So I'll copy all and just drop it there. So over to you, Prof.
Hello, thank you so much, Ola. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our presenter for today. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. I believe that every knowledge you shared here today will not go into waste. We'll actually make good use of it. But the most important thing is to practice and practice, and we cannot actually stop emphasizing that word of practicing over and over and over again. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. For those of you that are seated across our network of American Spaces all over Nigeria, we thank you so much. We hope that you Your time was not wasted. We hope that you gained good knowledge today, and we hope to see you again next week. And for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, please, just for your knowledge, every one of you must at least have 75% attendance before his certificate will be issued to you. And we have other series of other programs that takes place across all of our network. Please ensure that you follow us on American Spaces Facebook page just to keep a date with us, so that you can be able to track all of our programs happening in our different location. Thank you so much. We hope to keep a date with you again next week, Tuesday, same time, same hour. Please ensure you come on time, come ready, come prepared, and ensure that you don't forget to take the assignment or the homework that was just given to you now, so that next week you can come prepare and come with very wonderful questions, so that our presenter can be able to provide the necessary support. Thank you so much. We're very grateful. Prof, do you have something to say?
Yes, I just wanted to clarify, Mr. Olalekan, are we having next session on Tuesday?
No. We are not meeting next Tuesday. We want you to use that opportunity